Well, I thought we would do a little bit of housekeeping or house checking. So I'll go through what we've got so you know what we brought on this trip. We've got the MLD DCF Trailstar. I highly recommend you don't get it in DCF, that you get it in the new poly version. It's just much easier to pitch. We have got pacer poles, which I highly recommend. These are the lockable ones with the pin here, but in order to get it lower, I've undone the pin there, dropped this bit down here, and then extended it to the 6th position here, just to give me, you know, a low pitch. But pacer poles with the slightly unusual handle, you know, I highly recommend. They're much better ergonomically, you know, for your hands and your wrist. Platypus water bottles obviously are excellent. You know, we've got enough left for a couple more cups of tea, maybe 3, before we will have to venture over there in the rain to go and get water. I don't think you can get these in the UK. I've had these for a long time. This is something that Chris Townsend recommended bygone years ago, and these are called a lock sack, and they're excellent. I've had these for a long time and they're really good. They're recommended by the American SEALs, and they're waterproof to like 100 meters or something, but they're really good for putting knicky-knacky things in and obviously keeping them waterproof in a little bit of rain. I carry my GoPro in a Think Tank drink bottle holder, and that works well. All my food is stored. Recently I've been using this Donfuss big food sack, which works very well. My drink is this, now discontinued, they don't do it anymore, but an MLD 475 pot cup thing. It's ridiculously light. It's like 37 grams or something. It's very light, 40 grams, whatever. It's ridiculously light, no handle, so I put this silicone band on it so I can pick it up when it's hot. I recently purchased this 570 Evernew pot. It just has warm proof things on the top which are inadequate, so I had a little bit of spare rubbery stuff that I sort of cut and split and put, you know, down here to help holding when it's hot, and they help a lot. It's a very good pot. You could use it by itself. It is designed as a cup and bowl. It does not come with a lid. If you want the lid, you have to buy it separately, which I did get, but it's ridiculously expensive. I don't really recommend it. It doesn't come with a lid, and to save weight I just used a bit of tin foil. The lid literally just covers it rather than sitting on it, so I don't really think it's the lid designed for this anyway. This is Trail Designs Sidewinder, and that's a little I think this is an X-Boil burner, but I've used the bottom part because the top part was too high, and when that was sitting on top this was too low, so there wasn't enough gap, but that height is perfect. And that boils water fairly quickly for maths. I don't know how long, but it's fairly quick. So that's pretty much everything that side. This is an this is a PhD, Peter Hutchinson Designs sleeping bag. This is 10 degrees centigrade. It's about 340 grams, so it's ridiculously light. It's sewn through on the bottom for weight saving, and then baffled on the top, short right zip, and you know, a very small, you know, baffle covering thing there. I've got a Thermarest Xlite NXT. I did ruin my last one, but I did have a spare one, thankfully, so I've brought the spare one. This is an MLD super light bivvy. This is a medium DCF base. Maybe we ought to have a discussion about bases one day, DCF or poly nylon. But anyway, this is a DCF base. This is about 140 grams. This is a medium. I recommend, really, you should get a large or extra large. This is my jacket. This particular jacket here is Enlightened Equipment Copperfield. Some of my bits here I've got a video on. I've got a video on this, video on this. I've done a sort of a short video on that, but a different one, but the same, you know, Search Trail Designs Sidewinder. My hat that someone said I look like from the 1960s, unless they were talking about my Tilly hat, but it works very well. Map, obviously make sure you've always got a map. Compass, always make sure you've got a compass. It's hiding there somewhere. Innovate, zero drop. These are the Trailfly 270. They're 270 grams. Excellent. Cushioning, zero drop. Highly recommend those. I see poor Messner's going on about barefoot walking and such, you know, zero drop. Well, on this channel we've been doing it since day one. Trousers, I think these are mountain equipment trousers. Pack is the MLD Hell pack. I've managed to do 5 days of camping with this pack. I bought a MLD mosquito head net for my head, but we don't get that many bugs down here on Dartmoor, thankfully. Mosquito coils in case there was bugs flying around, but that was just excess weight. There haven't really been anything. Fuel, I wanted to save maximum weight, so this 500ml platypus, I put methylated spirits in, plus a 250 pot here MLD, so that pot and that is less than 50 grams plus the fuel. And then inside here I've got one of these plastic bag things that actually is very good, and an PhD. This is the wafer jacket, and it's probably the lightest down jacket in the world, well, one of anyway. It's about 140 grams or something like that, so I'm just keeping that in there safe and sound. I've got in here sun cream in this dispenser, which to be fair, I've not really bothered with, and it's raining today. I probably should put more on. And a Kestrel 550 weather station. It does weigh a little bit, but to be fair, in the summer I probably don't use it as much. I'm more interested in the cold winter temperatures, but it's useful to have nonetheless. And Big Agnes Rapid SL pillow, inflatable pillow. I'm forever destroying my inflatable pillows. I'm very heavy on pillows, as it were. But we haven't wrecked this one yet, but we haven't used it a huge amount. I like this because it's like 40 grams or something like that, you know. It's very, very light. And MLD kilt, had that for donkey's years. I didn't bring waterproof trousers on this trip. Montane, I think it's like 120 grams or something like that. This is their nano waterproof. It's more of a runner's jacket, but I thought that, you know, if I was caught out in a rain, you know, in rain, then I would wear that. But we're sitting out this shower, you know, we're sitting out today's rain, so we won't get to wear it. But so we, you know, we brought that, you know, in case we got caught in rain or we had to walk in rain, and we don't have to walk in rain, so we're not going to, basically. What we've got, Thermarest 26,500 milliamp power bank. I've got 2 of them, and this one's still got half of its power left, and that's it. Battery wise, for the GoPro, I've got 2 batteries spare, 90+% plus whatever's in this one. Oh, pardon me, we're not even eating anything, Don. So, but that does remind me, I might have a cup of tea in a minute. And my tea there, so tea, I think, is the next thing to, I think tea is the next thing to do. I think we've shown everything, and that's the view out there, and water is over there. And I haven't shown you a water filter because I don't use a water filter, never have. I've not used a water filter in about 12 years, away from human civilization, and not had a problem. But Mummy says you must filter your water, so you better be good little boys and girls and filter your water so you don't get sick and blame the water when it was probably you for doing something stupid. Anyway, we'll keep going, because that's a never-ending little debate that everybody loves to partake in. But everybody just blames the water. I'm getting a bit tired of just everybody blaming the water, when it's probably not the water. More than likely, it's more likely something you've done, or just bad luck. It's not very often going to be the water, I don't think. Anyway, on that happy, funny, grumpy note, not very many people would have got this far anyway. If you did, leave a comment below. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next funny little episode, whatever that may be. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.